Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Damilola Amodara. I film about faith, relationship, love, and lifestyle. I woke up to the news of a Nigeria gospel singer, minister OSINACHI NWACHUKWU, who sang Ekweme. There's something so special about this woman's song. The first time I hear her song, my soul was lifted. She has this special way, she has this unique way of worshiping God. From a reliable source, she didn't die of throat cancer, as we heard earlier. She was a victim of domestic violence. Okay, now let's talk about domestic violence. If you're in any relationship and the man threatens to beat you, my sister, run for your dear life. This man that threatens to beat you will definitely beat you in marriage. And it's not just it's not just men that beat women. There's some women that beat men. And we keep quiet about it. Nobody wants to speak out. We don't want to say this. You don't want to say, oh, my husband is beating me. You don't want to say my wife is beating me. And before you know it, we get out of hand. Now let's talk about the abuser and the victim. I read a lot of people are saying she should have speak out, she should have probably walk out of the marriage, she should have maybe separate, if that's the word. And society, we have this way of the kind of love people are showing her now. Is it going to be the same kind of love they will show her if she's a divorcee? Probably even in her church they might even give her suspension. Oh, you are a divorcee, you are not permitted to minister, you are not this, you are not that. A lot of things that might be a reason for keeping quiet. That might be a reason for not speaking out. So we cannot judge. Now let's talk about the abuser. The fact that this man is beating his wife does not mean that this man does not have a good side of him, which the wife knows. There's a lot of reason why the wife is keeping it quiet. I heard some people saying the wife pleaded that they should not allow the church to know, that it will probably change. Yes, probably the woman knows that the man has a good side. He has a good heart. That's why he doesn't want society to know the bad side of her husband. And that is it. So some people, this a lot of this can cause this. This can be probably background, the way the man grew up, or probably it's his action. Maybe his influence is under the influence of alcohol. I don't know. Alcohol. It can even be influence of maybe he's just hot-tempered, does not even know how to control his emotions. And so that's it. Everybody is praying for a good marriage. Yes, we all pray for good marriage. But if you find yourself in an abusive relationship, in an abusive marriage, I think it's high time you need somebody to talk some sense into your husband, into your wife. And even at that, you need somebody to somebody that can probably stand as a what is that word? Somebody that can stand. Somebody the man can probably fear. It can be the boss. It's not necessarily is a pastor. It might not even be a pastor. It can be the husband boss. It can be somebody that you shall know that the husband fears. Talk to this person, and if along the line you see that there's no changes, then you can separate for a while. Yes, that word. You can separate for a while. This society does not this society does not encourage divorcee. That is the truth. That is why majority of people are scared. A lot of people are beginning to speak out. Nobody wants to leave their marriage, and that's the truth. Nobody wants to leave their marriage. Everybody wants this marriage. No matter how people are shouting, oh, marriage is this, is that, is that. Everybody still wants a good marriage. Everybody wants to be in their marriage. So that's it. We cannot just judge people by, oh, why is he not speaking out? Why is this? Why is a lot of reason? A lot of things can make somebody not to speak out. But if you find yourself in an abusive relationship, in an abusive marriage, I think it's high time you sit down. If it requires you to go for a separation, like separating for a while, if that will be better, if that will solve the problem, then fine, you can do that. So another thing I would like to talk about is high time we start raising our voice well. Like most of these abusers grew up from the home where the father beats the mother. They see it as a norm. When the father beats, they grew up with the ideology of, oh, you have to beat a woman to set their brain. You have to beat a woman to put them in place, and that is it. So those kind of children that grew up from those homes, what do you expect? When they grow up, they see it as if you have to beat your woman before you can put them in place. You have to do this, and they see it as as a normal thing. I read the interview they had with the son of this late OSINACHI. The son said my dad said it is good to beat a woman. Now let's assume this does not happen, and that child grew up. What do you expect? The child will definitely do the same to the to his wife, and that is it. So it's high time we start, raising our children better. Let's tell them, let's raise our children, let's raise our boys in a way that they know that, oh, it's not good to beat a woman. Now let's talk to the men without being biased. No, there is no man that will beat his wife without a reason. Either the reason is genuine or not genuine, he definitely has a reason for beating his wife. Okay, now if you find yourself in that situation where your wife provoke you to the highest of it, that you cannot take it anymore, and you feel like beating, beating will not solve the problem. It will only add to it, whereby the woman will be the one to be playing victim, and at the end of the day, people will definitely blame you. So in that situation, I think you need to work out, like take a walk. By the time you take a walk, probably for a few minutes, then you come back, I think it will be settled, rather than laying your hands on your woman. Another thing is, if that does not work, if you have tried that and it still does not work, seek counseling, talk to people. And that's one thing about Africans. We don't like to talk about marriage to people. We don't want to talk. We don't want people to see our marriage as if it's imperfect. You say, oh, people that I'm telling this thing to, what do I know what they're facing in their homes? Is that you might need to talk to somebody. Talk to somebody about it. Somebody who can talk to your wife. Somebody who can understand you. Somebody who can feel the way you are feeling. If that will help. And if you got to the stage that you have tried all these things and it still does not work, my brother, then instead of killing somebody, instead of killing the daughter of somebody, I think you can just separate for a while. Separate for a while. I knew of some couple who separated for 3 years, and they came back again. They came back together and they are fine. So separation is not divorce. You can probably separate for a while. Then after figuring things out, if you see that you still want to continue the marriage, then you come together again. Those times of separation will help you to build your individual self. You build a lot of things. You learn. You gather a lot of information, and it's even it can change a lot. So separation is advisable. It's advisable. So if before you get to the last, the limit is divorce. Before you get to that limit, try all these steps. Then if it still does not work, then you can consider divorce. So if you have tried everything, like you have tried all these things, you have tried to talk to somebody you can trust, you have tried working out, you have tried everything, and still it does not work. Probably you have even tried separation, and you feel like, oh, it's still not going to work. It is better to be alive without a marriage than to die because of marriage. So guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, comment below. Let's hear your opinion, and please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye.